Hello everyone, it's Ro here. I hope you guys are doing well. Today I'm going to be styling the Hush Hush characters, but this time there's a little bit of a twist to it because I'm going to be doing a little bit of art directing as well. Now, if you haven't heard, the first book is becoming a movie. It's going to be on Paramount Plus, I think. I have no idea when. This movie process has been a mess. It's been on the works for years now. They wanted to make it a movie, they canceled it. Then they wanted to make it a movie again, and it's been in production for such a long time now that I don't really have that much faith on the movie. I'm actually very nervous because this was the book series that got me into reading, so I have a soft spot for it. I read them so many times when I was younger. I read them all again quite recently, actually, like 2 years ago, and it still hit the same. I actually saw a couple of reviews the other day, and people that were on the same position as me, they really liked the books. They read them again. After all these years, they realized that they didn't like the books anymore because they thought that Nora was very annoying. And I think that's kind of sad. It kind of sucks for them because I always thought she was annoying. I'm fine with that. I respect it. I respect the grind. And till today, I'm a defender of irritating characters. But anyways, today I'm gonna be styling Nora, Patch, Vee, and Scott. I'm not doing Jules, Elliot, Brixton, and anyone else because they don't really show up as much. I'm gonna be doing like the main characters of the book. And for the art direction, I'm gonna be showing you mood boards for Nora's house, the Devil's Handbag, the amusement park, and Boo's Arcade. But let's start with the characters. I'm going to start with Vee. Also, I have no idea if there's an actress already chosen for her character. I know that Nora and Patch are already cast, and I think that they look good. I like the actors. I feel like it's a good choice, but when it comes to everything else, I have no idea. And honestly, I don't care at this point. But anyways, for Vee's closet, I wanted to do a mix of skirt or dresses, but also I wanted to have the more casual, like streetwear outfits. But I think in this case, both combinations have like a similar energy, so nothing feels too out of place. If I remember correctly, she seemed to like fashion to a certain extent, or at least wanted to look trendy. I remember Nora saying that Vee would borrow like her mom's credit card to go shopping and stuff like that. So I think it would be that sort of Pinterest, Instagram look that we have going on now on social media. She would be not only following the trends, but also combining stuff that she likes, like the mini bags or the high knee boots. By the way, most of these outfits are going to be winter and autumn. I know the second book, it's summer, but summer outfits are boring, so we're not going to do that. Next up is Scott, and I know he shows up later, but I'm styling him anyways. Okay, because he is in a band, I wanted to give him that rock star guy mixed with golden retriever flannel guy. He kind of looks a little bit like a TikTok indie guy with the whole band shirt and combat boots and bandanas, the ripped jeans, but I think this one together would make like a good combo. So like having the flannel shirt and on top the leather jacket, a white shirt and the jeans, very kind of like grungy. But what I like particularly about this look is that compared to Vee's closet, I think, this one is a little bit more timeless, while Vee's is just definitely more on trend. Next one is Patch. We know he's always wearing black and his style is boring. He's boring. He's very basic. It's bad. He's a shirt, jeans, cap kind of guy, and I'm just that's not my thing. That's not allowed in my video, and since this is my video, I style him a little bit more, just a little bit more. I still kept the black color palette. I'd have black, gray, and white, which I'm sure he would appreciate. But that's a lot of color for him, especially on these jeans in particular. They're very bright, and he's not described to be wearing anything that's like too bright, so that's a win for me. Obviously, we have a cap in here, and I wanted to make the leather jacket a staple on his closet. I don't exactly remember him wearing one on the books, but I'm sure he does because he has a bike, and you cannot have a motorcycle if you don't have a leather jacket. Like, it doesn't make sense. That's like a life rule. So I'm sure he has one. But besides the jeans, he would wear mainly black trousers, but the ones that have a straight leg, not so fitted to the body. And so it ends up looking a little bit like this with a pair of combat boots. And yeah, there's not really much I can say about Pat, but I think this is a good mood board and style considering that he doesn't have a style. So for the last character, I have Nora, and for her style, I mainly added like sweaters, turtlenecks. I would describe it as cozy autumn style. For example, this chunky old sweater and the ones that have this diamond pattern design that it's very popular now, but that you would definitely see like a grandpa wearing, but like it looks cool. I have a lot of layering going on her outfits. Most of them lean towards a more loose fit. I think for Nora, being comfortable is one of her first priorities. She would definitely be carrying a tote bag with all of her books, and the reason why I chose this style for her is because she's like super academically driven. It's not exactly dark academia, but it's sort of similar to it. It also gives me Taylor Swift vibes, sad girl autumn Taylor Swift vibes. That is for the characters. We're gonna get into locations now, which are very small mood boards, but this is the general idea of how I think each place would look like. For Nora's house, this is supposed to be in the middle of nowhere. It's like a big and old house. It's in front of the woods. It's very Twilight style. And when I was looking for pictures of the house, I came across this one, which is the Spellman's house. If you have seen the Chilling Adventures of Sabrina, you probably will recognize it. I think it fits like perfectly my vision of how Nora's house would look like. This would be Nora's room. In my head, cold water is always raining, and she would always have some candles and some chill vibes going on. For Boo's Arcade, I'm thinking that it is an old place, kind of dusty, but with some neon signs to do a little bit of contrast to the oldness. I have the Riverdale Diner as a reference because I think this is something that they did very well. Like the whole aesthetic that they have on season 1 is just really good. Very cool place, good reference. I think this would be the outside of the arcade. Well, you know, the pool tables, the poker tables, and it should have like the games, but I couldn't find a picture that fit the aesthetic, so we're just gonna pretend that this is the part in where all the arcade situations going on. Hey guys, it's me. I'm editing, and you'll see that from now on I added more pictures to the mood boards, but I feel like this one needed further explanation. The Riverdale Diner, I want to repeat, that is just reference. I don't want Boo's Arcade to look exactly like that. I like the structure of it, but I found a picture that better shows what I was thinking in terms of the outside of the bar, which is this one. I also added the arcade machines, which are at the top level. I'm thinking it's always kind of dark inside, not that many windows. It sort of looks like those tacky bars you see in movies. And for the walls and the stairs that take you to the part of the poker tables and pool, I'm thinking a lot of posters of rock stars or popular bands, or just, you know, stuff plaster on the walls. That's my idea. And that's it. Back to the video now. For the Delphic amusement park, there's not much that I can really do in terms of aesthetic because, yes, we have the roller coaster, the Archangel, which is themed, but everything else kind of just stays the same. But since Delphic is run by the Fallen Angels, I would like it to have like a low-key Halloween vibe, but throughout the whole year. Like, make it a bit spooky, you know? And last but not least, the Devil's Handbag. This is my favorite place in like the whole series. I want this to have like a very gothic theme to it. It's also like in the middle of nowhere, so I'm thinking a building that is like a cathedral style or maybe even underground. I would like the walls to have very extravagant paintings and just a lot of chandeliers. And since it's called the Devil's Handbag, I think the color of the furniture and like the walls and everything should be like red or deep burgundy wine colors. Now, with all the neon lights going on, you probably wouldn't notice, but it doesn't matter because in my vision, like, I need it to look red. This is only 6 pictures for the nightclub, but I love how this one turned up. I have to say that this book mixes everything that I could like in a book. The paranormal rainy vibes, the nightclub, the amusement park, the bar, everything's just great. I know the series seems to be a bit of a hit or miss with people, but I really love them and I really wanted to make a video before the movie comes out and the visuals just taint my idea of the book. But yeah, thank you so much for watching and I'll see you next time, whenever that is. Goodbye!